Yep, it's still morning. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you for understanding because we have to broadcast later today. I really appreciate it. Good morning to all my fans, friends and family. And I'm just tongue-tied this morning. Um, Today has been a good day. I'm so happy. Good morning, Julia. Go me my and our vessels back you guys. I've been really late. Actually, this morning, like the third I've been in the bed at 3:30 and 4 o'clock. And so I can't do it. So that's what the announcement that I will be here at 11. I'm here at 11, and I'm doing great. My mom is doing great. So I'm happy to get to Friday. Yes, people live because Fridays are the end of the week for my kids at home, and also for my husband. Those times of the week, everybody's gonna kind of be in the same place, and we get to see each other and share with each other and just kind of play catch up for those who didn't make it. Some of my children who didn't make it home this week, but we won't call any names. Yeah, oh, you've had quite a week too, Julia. Okay, quite a week. Well, God bless you. We made it. We made it. So here's to a wonderful weekend, right? Right. So thank you for joining. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you sharing and giving love and by hearts and inviting your followers and also there's a little Perry guy down there. Please, let's see, kids. Oh my goodness, you've had a doozy of a week. The phone and the kids. Oh, I hope my babies are feeling better. This, if your weather is as crazy as ours up there in Canada, it's been kooky, just pure kooky here. I just had to just stay out of it. I think I left the house maybe this week, maybe twice for a good hour, but not to really be in it. So yeah, I hope they're feeling better. I'm praying that they are. And in that phone situation, girl, phones are like bad company. It comes and it goes. We're gonna just lay hands on that thing. And it's like, you better act right or I'm going to replace you. I have to threaten mine when it starts acting crazy. That in my car. Act crazy if you want to replace. But okay, so everybody, we're gonna get into our word of the day. And as a quick reminder, this is not to take the place of your devotional devotional or your prayer time. This is simply an exercise for you to help change your perception of things. What we do is we pull a word from this glass, and when we pull the sometimes the words, I like to say, they're warm and fuzzy words. Every now and then we'll pull one that has a lot of like maybe negative feelings attached to it. And so we pull the blind ones, we'll never know what we're going to get. Puts me on the spot. We do this. But it's kind of symbolic of, you can wake up and think you're having a great day. You can contest to this. Your kids might go to school fine and come home and everybody's got runny noses. It's like, what's that all about? So you just kind of never know which direction it's going to go. Yeah, you have to be prepared, keep in mind that all things work together for good. So that's why I said this is a perception experiment or a perception exercise, because we want to get used to looking at things. Just hallelujah and praise the Lord. So he's with us. And so it's not always what it seems. It may look like a storm, but who's there holding your hand or carrying you through that storm? He's in control of the storm. All you have to do is say, peace, be still. So it's all good. So you want to start looking at things and not taking them for face value all the time. So that's what this exercise is all about, okay? And we use really simple words. Okay? And you can even drill along, I keep track day of the words that we use and kind of go back and practice or create words of your own. I encourage you to go to the Facebook page. You go to at the Embrace Formula. It's a page, and I always post a word a day. Put your word there, or you can suggest some words of your own. Some words that you. Now maybe I'll add them into the bowl. So anyway, we're going to pick a word for the day. And this is the part where it's like I'm excited about it, but also nervous because, you know, you kind of like, okay, what am I going to pick today? Okay. Today's word is dream. Dream is a good word. I like that. Has warm and fuzzies to it. It could, depending on the age you are, it could have some negative things. The first thing that popped in my mind, there's an African American poet who my father loved. I loved Langston. His name is Langston Hughes. You might want to look it up. He had a poem called Harlem, where my husband was born. Matter of fact, and you've probably heard pieces of it before. When you hear the about the play, if you've ever seen the play Raisin in the Sun. Back in the day, the original version was starring Sidney Poitier and Sister Ruby D. I think Ruby D played his wife. I can't remember the actress that plays mother, but and then there's a more current version of the movie that was put out maybe about 6 or 7 years ago, if it's long ago, starring P. Diddy, well, Diddy, which I didn't think was going to be all great. In fact, the Broadway version too, I think he starred in that too, and I didn't think he did because it wasn't that long ago. Because we went to New York and I wanted to see it, and it was sold out. So that's been about 3 years ago, I think, and I didn't think it was going to be that great. But anyway, I'm getting off subject. But anyway, it turned out he did a phenomenal job. It just really surprised me. But yeah, it was Raisin in the Sun, but it's called Harlem. And it's there's a line, or the first line of the poem is, you know, what happens to a dream deferred? Does it dry up like a raisin in the sun? Does it fester and run? That's like a line in there. And what that basically what he's writing and what he meant when he said that, he was talking about when you have a dream. He was talking about the African American experience, like kind of right at the cusp of civil rights, and you know, having that American dream as an African American in a very segregated country. Okay, and so when you have that dream, that American dream, what happens when it's not nourished? What happens when it's not you're not able to act upon it? Just kind of sits there, and then it withers, and then might turn into like a soul. And does it just, you know, start oozing, and then does it, you know, dry away and just go away and crumble? It's done because there's been nothing done to it to nurture it, to take care of it. And so, you know, that's what came to mind because I'm thinking about the dream. I think about a lot of times, you know, being 52, about knocking at 53. I think about me as a kid, as a young girl, and my dreams, what my dreams were. So, you know, and sometimes I think a best way for us to monitor if we are living our purpose, you know, I kind of look at how we wired as a kid. I think about that a lot. What are the things that just seemed to come easy, brought you joy? They just came automatic. Sometimes there's some, I think it was Mr. Steve Harvey himself, I think. My coach says it, but I found out, I thought she originated it, but I want to say Steve Harvey did. I read that somewhere, where he says success leaves clues. And so not only does success leave clues, but I really believe that your purpose leaves clues too. I think if you go back to who you were as a little one, when you were innocent and you just did what you did, I think that the purpose. I believe if you go back in your mind and think of who you were as a kid before life got to you, I think you find the purest form of how God wired you, and these clues as to who you are, who you're supposed to be, and what your purpose is. I really believe that, because when I think of myself as a little girl, oh my goodness, there were just so many clues. I was such a nurturer. I was that little girl at church around somebody on their hip, but I was doggone maybe myself. You know what I'm saying? I was that child who was moved by the underdog all the time. You know, I'm on the playground. I was always the one that would just jump off the monkey bars or the slide because I see an injustice going on. So I would stop what I was doing and run over and go to the aid of whoever, you know, the little kid that was getting teased or whatever. I always took it upon myself to be the rescuer, to be the, That's just how I was wired. And if I couldn't do anything about it, go home crying. This is third and fourth grade. And Mom's like, "What's wrong with you?" "I couldn't help so and so." I mean, just really be upset, because I felt it was my obligation. As a kid, I was wired that way. And so, like I say, it leaves clues. And I said my mom's nurse would be here, so I'm going to keep talking because she is here, and you guys will get to meet her, one of Mama's nurses. But I really believe that it leaves clues, and so therefore we're going to say hello. Good morning. This is my mom's nurse. Hi. This is Periscope and Live in a second. Now, how you doing today?
Good, thank you.
Good. I'll be right with you, Laura. So, I believe that is one thing that we can use, I believe, to understand, who we are. So I said all that to say this. Got me off track. And I'm sorry, you guys know I digress. You know I do. That's my middle name. But what happens is, if that dream, who that person is that we were, it doesn't get nurtured. If it doesn't, life starts happening. And dream to be, as a kid, I come from a musical family. I'm a stage baby. I'm a stage baby. They messed up the mic in my hand at a very early age. So I am a true thespian. I am a thespian, and I am also a singer. I'm a writer, and I love anything about the stage. I'm there. I'm so there, And so I learned, hey, Stacy, my 3 says, good morning, sis. Good morning. We're talking about our word of the day, and you just missed Mom's nurse. We just met one of her nurses, but we're talking about dreams, and I was talking about Langston Hughes and a dream deferred, and we're talking about you can, if you trace who you were as a kid, it leaves clues as to what your purpose is. There's the way you're wired. There's some clues there when you were pure and innocent before life got a hold of you, And so I was saying, you have those dreams when you're a kid, and a lot of times when life starts happening, you get further and further from that dream. You want to be when you grew up. And so I believe, like now at this age, I do a lot of reflecting on, okay, Lord, when I'm asking the question, what will you have me to do? Who do you want me to be when I grow up? I think a lot about who I was as a kid, and I see if I'm anywhere close to that little girl, and I believe I am. Like I said, I'm very much the nurturer. I'm very much the rescuer. I'm very much an activist in so many ways. I'm down for so many causes. And I just believe, I always talk to Periscope. I don't mean to leave you guys out on Facebook. I love you too. I really do. God bless you. Oh, you're my sister too, Julia. You are. You family, girl. And I love I'm telling you, my sisters over here. I have my sister Stacy. I call them out by name, Stacy, because they have handles too, but they know I know them by that name. And so Stacy and Julia here holding it down for me. Thank you for the love. I really do. I thank you for tweeting and sharing, and for I already know you follow me, but I just thank you for supporting me. But as far as the dreams, there's some things I still want to do that I'm doing now. I've started not only one book but 2 because God downloaded something else in me. And so I'm kind of got 2 things going on at one time, but I feel so happy about that because I know it's what I'm supposed to do. I know I'm supposed to tell my story. I know I'm supposed to share my mom's story, because she can't share it right now herself. So I'm going to be that pen and paper for her and for Kylia. So, I feel truly happy about that. And so there are some dreams. I see where my dream got tweaked a little bit. The way I envisioned it, are rivers of living water flowing to us. Oh, yes. Yes, Julia. Yes. And it's such a refreshing, water is that life thing. It's a refreshing feeling to know that, And, I see where my dream has been tweaked a little bit, but it fits. It fits and it's so perfect. And I'm so thankful to God for clarity. I'm so thankful for the dream. I'm so thankful for the dreams that He has placed in me, letting me know that this is possible. This is attainable because this is what I've wired you to do. And that is really my confirmation. When I see that He has equipped me for everything I dream to do, then there's no way I cannot carry through, so at the end I can say mission accomplished, because this was the dream, and I can't be scared to reach for that dream. I know I can attain it because he has wired me for such a time as this. He has prepared me, created me for such a time as this. And I just think that's a beautiful thing. For those of you who are just coming in, I'm Darissa. I am the creator and of the Embrace formula, and also the CEO and founder of God's Chosen Vessels. Our word of the day is dream, which is a fabulous word. We've talked about Langston Hughes and a dream deferred, and we've talked about how we're wired. And if we go back and look at, as a child, how we were, there's a lot of clues to who we are supposed to be and what we were created for. When we see who we were before the world got a hold of us and touched us and influenced us, and so that's what we're talking about. And so those beautiful dreams that he put in us as a child, and God speaks through dreams. I'm a firm believer in that. I come from a people who, from my mama to my grandmama to my aunt, my great grandmama, we believe that the Lord speaks to some people in dreams, because I have a family of them folks. I just happen to be one, and it's not all the time, but when he's speaking, I know it's him. When he's speaking, and usually for me, the Lord speaks to me in the form of warnings. He's always. At some things I didn't understand, and I asked my mom. I remember back when it was my first or second year of college, and I remember I was home one weekend, and I asked her about a specific dream, and she ran that thing down to me to the point where it scared me, because there was some things I told y'all. I've known God all my life, but I was 20-something years old, and I was doing what 20-year-olds do. I'll just put it that way, and she had no idea about none of that. But honey, when I told her that dream, that woman in there read that thing to me like I had sat down and scripted it out for her. And I was like, okay, you got all that from that? Okay, so where are your spy cameras? I mean, God will reveal some things to you. God will, in the Bible, he did it all the time. He did it all the time, Brother Joseph, he had the gift. Yep, God and mom got your honey. You bet. Yeah, they were in cahoots. I believe they was in cahoots. I really do. Yeah, mom schooled me on some things sometime, and I swear she had secret cameras, and I'm all the way. I didn't even live in the same city. It's like, okay, really? Okay. All right, you go play. You looking over your shoulder. They say mama's got eyes in the back of their heads. Well, she had eyes in the back of her head, neck, other cities. Just that was my mama. So yeah. So anyway, I love this word. Dream is a very good word. Dream is a very good word. So I like that. So yeah, I'd love to know what your thoughts are. Give me a few minutes. I'm going to post this on the wall on the Embrace Formula page on Facebook. Tell me what your thoughts are. Tell me what dream means to you. What positive things. And I encourage you to dream. If you are one of those people who stop dreaming, girl, sister, brother, y'all better dream. Dream again. Dream again. There's nothing wrong with that. You're never too old. You're never too old. What is that thing that you dreamt about doing when you were younger? Maybe you dreamt about bungee jumping, but I'm not saying go do that. But hey, I read all the time where we got people in their 80s and 90s. This was their bucket list. This is what they wanted to do. I mean, so I'm not even saying put limitations on yourself. I'm just saying dream again. Whatever that dream is, go for it. Go for it. I respond after work. Bless you, sweetie. Love this scope. Love you too. Thank you. Thank you so much, sis. I'm going to sign off. I love all of you. I want you to have a blessed day. I encourage you to embrace your life and embrace your purpose. Cherish your time and dream, 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 dream. God opened your eyes today, gave you another chance to get it right. Don't blow it. Take advantage of it. Throw a dream in there too. Okay, y'all be blessed. Until next time, God bless you.